Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's get started with the video. So as you can see, we have this horizontal line here, which is gonna take form as our support structure. Um, just gonna quickly show you guys that we are currently had an upswing and a mini downswing. So obviously after the mini downswing, we'll be expecting another upswing to this point here. So obviously bearing that in mind, um, it tells us that the market is currently trending to the upside. So obviously that means we will be looking for buying opportunities. So obviously we're gonna identify our resistance structure here. We also have this trend line here connecting these two lows here. So as you can see, we had a low, then we had a higher low. So this is an indication that we are in an uptrend, having higher lows and higher highs. So obviously you use trend lines to identify those higher lows and higher highs. So in this video, I'm not gonna be identifying the higher highs, just the higher lows. So as you can see, we also having some patterns in the daily time frame, uh, these continuation patterns. So this is what you look for when you've clearly identified your bias for the day. So as you guys saw, we identified um an uptrend as our bias today, meaning that we will be only looking at buy trades. So obviously we have to look for continuation patterns to the upside. And these are some of the examples of continuation patterns that we've had that resulted in us having the current uptrend. As you can see, I'm adjusting my trend lines, ensuring that they're properly placed. It's very important to do that so that you can always have a clear mind and not have complicated charts. Let me just delete this. Yeah, as you can see, we have this support structure here, and we also have this trend line. So we have um, an ascending structure here that clearly tells us that we might be looking to go to the downside. So we might be having a short-term sell. So it's very important to identify the difference between short-term trades and long-term trades. So obviously our long-term bias is in the uptrend, meaning that we are looking for buys in the long term. But obviously in the short term, you can sometimes find opportunities that are going in the opposite direction. So it doesn't mean that if your bias for the day is a buy, you should avoid selling trades. If you can identify a an a sell trade and you know that you can take the trade and efficiently manage the trade, then you're more than welcome to take the trade. But you must be one that you must at least have some experience in trading before you can exercise something like this. So as you can see, we also have this support structure here and this resistance structure over here. So obviously we identified our short-term bias as a in the downtrend. So meaning that in the short term we will be looking for selling trades. So obviously with this I have an edge. My edge is to look for selling trades. So obviously I'll be expecting the market to go somewhere around these areas. Let me just quickly adjust my structure. So as you can see, previously I had identified a different structure, but now because I can clearly see the pattern, I adjusted my trend lines, and now we have a nice um, impulse correction move. So we can expect another impulse to the downside. Note that it's also possible that the market can fail to give us the flag and actually reverse from the trend line and go test that gray area there before it can eventually fall to the downside. It's very important to look at different possibilities. Also, it's very important to note that the market could even break um, our resistance structures and keep on going to the upside up until it reaches the trend line up there and eventually fall from that area there. So these are the three possibilities that might occur from um, the price action that I've read on Nasdaq. So this is the 15th of June 2023. So yeah, we'll see how this trade plays out. Also today, I think there um US news today. So I think we have sales and core yeah, we have core retail news today. So yeah, I'm expecting some volatility in the market, a lot of movement. So maybe I'll share the result of the trade shortly after. So obviously you also have this resistance structure over here. So when you see everything in we now have a clear picture